Well, hey, namaste, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome to 12 Hummingbirds here in the incredible Andes Mountains of Ecuador. I am Kira as you are, and my heart is singing that you have found us live. And for those of you that have found us live, thank you for co-creating this moment. And you see right there, that is the Pyramid of Peace right here at 12 Hummingbirds. And that Pyramid of Peace is the world's tallest golden mean ratio bamboo pyramid. And it is 22 meters tall, radiating toward all of us as we stand in this, what I like to call Shangri-La, because as you can see, we are at 7,500 feet, yet we are tropical. We even grow bananas here, along with about 60 to 70% of our organic food. So I want to invite you into this moment of ancestral healing. I want to invite you into the moment, into this culminating experience of October, of all that October has been. And I do want to just invite right now, for those of you that might be catching me for the very first time this month, or for the first time ever, every month I am honored, and this usually happens about 90 days in advance, to have a vision of that which is coming forward. And I entered into a sacred vow with the universe when this year emerged that I would, out of respect for the rapid pace of creation, not reveal anything more than 90 days in advance. And you can see, and what you're hearing right now is the power of Latin America. I just want to caveat, if you start hearing those loudspeakers, they're actually selling things. We're very rural. Okay, so back to October. If you look at it, what kind of a month was it? It is and will be a month of awareness. And in that moment of awareness, what are your eyes seeing? What has emerged? And remember, what was October in its essence? That which has emerged is continuing to become emergence. It's a powerful experience. It's a powerful knowing, as is the power of the beingness and balance, really bringing that into sacred union, really bringing that together as one essence for all to say yes. Yes to you, yes to me, yes to us, yes to it all. To know that regardless of that which is seeking to steal your joy, you are able to transcend victim consciousness. And in the transcendence of victim consciousness, we let go of what? The victim. And thereby we let go of the abuser. And thereby we let go of the rescuer. We transcend, we transform. I am as you are. Really breathe that in. And as you do, please remember that in the full moon awareness, in the 1010 portal, in the Diwali light expansion, in the new moon, in the harmonic balance, gazing at the calendar, in everything, and right now in this pristine experience of creation itself, what is the awareness of creation? What is it that you have been calling in? Because this 31st, this October 31st, when we come into this ancestral honoring, and this is why I wanted to come to you today, because this week ahead, notice your third chakra. I'm gonna stand back a little bit, but I do not have the pleasure of a mic right now. Notice that, notice your third chakra as you're gazing at the 31st, ancestral honoring. So today is a moment of honor for me. First of all, to bring you this beautiful land. And I want to honor my beloved wisdom teacher, 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐞 with his legacy to the world. I think it's important for all of us to not forget that he literally gave his life for that pyramid to be. And that pyramid was to stand. It was a project of 12 around the world. It was a band. And just yesterday, the elders of the Amazon reached out to me again. And we're going to be talking a lot more about them in the next coming weeks, and the messages that I'm receiving and the honor that it was. And this is why I have Ruta in my hair today. You see that? Can you smell that? I hope so. I'm certainly wafting it your way. Ruta is a powerful cleanser. Ruta is a powerful limpieza. It's a way to purify. It's often blended into sacred medicinals to be able to offer a greater sense of harmony and connection with the land. And so in that essence, in that energy, look at this as the physical, right? look at this physical representation. How about yourself? Have mercy on yourself. This physical body, this physical form is yours. And hold one second. You're welcome to, I'm on the air, but if you want to come out, you're welcome to. We have guests here. And so in this physical moment right now, you are celebrating consciousness. What about your emotional body? I don't know if you're hearing all the birds that are flying overhead and singing right now, but you are paying attention to that, moving from the physical into that emotional, noticing the self-sabotage of that, noticing the way that that comes in. And breathing up, and I invite you to breathe up, to remember that this is our ancestral wisdom. We came here to feel. We came here to grow hair or not. We came here to play with our fingernails. We came here to wear cool hats or whatever it is. We came here. We chose to be here right now. And in that and through the sacred sequence of incarnation, not only did you choose to be here now, you chose this specific field of potentiality. And in this specific field of potentiality, there is everything and nothing. There is the yes and the no, the light and the dark, they're all there. But October has been about the balance of really calling that beingness into formed awareness, of saying yes to you, of saying yes to that which you have always known was possible, and to not be afraid. To not be afraid. Well, that brings me into the second half of today, to not be afraid. Because to not be afraid is a gift of freedom that only you can give yourself. To not be afraid is to resolve within you the fearlessness through that eternal trust of the divine as the conduit that is spiraling and working with thee. To really dive into that, to dive into that center of the template of consciousness itself. To remember that we are nothing more than that, that fish line? We are that. We are that aspect of consciousness that through the sacred sequence of incarnation has arrived into a physical form in this field of potentiality at a moment of conscious awareness that we have yet to achieve before. I mean, really take that in. Have yet to achieve before. Ancestral wisdom is found in the breath that you take with a moment of conscious awareness for this, right? For all of this. That moment that says yes. That moment that remembers that no matter what is put in front of you, no matter what is happening, no matter how it may be perceived, in the depth of the integrity of the self-inquiry of what in me invited this to be, in the integrity of that, we break free. What in me invited this to be? In the good times, right? I'm personally celebrating some beautiful good times. What in me invited this to be, right? How about the times right next to that? What if you're having that moment where what in me invited this to be is like, whoa, how is that happening? Or how about, how is that happening again? See, this is the moment to break the cycle. And in breaking the cycle, we honor the cycles. Remember that as of the 8-8 portal of this year, those 5 cycles of creation open, those overlapping 100 years, and you're the intersection. The alchemy itself, the Tria Prima itself, is transmutating into something new. And so today, I wanted to offer you a really divine experience that brings us into not only the memory of that which has been, but the gift of how it can be. To go within our own heart, you know, I'm wearing this dress as an original 𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐻𝐿 design, and I was called to wear this today to remind us all that, you know, the 𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐻𝐿 were only ever here in Ecuador 72 years. The 𝐬𝐤𝐫𝐞 are still here. And many of you know that story. Go deep into my channel, I am Kira, and find out more. Make sure you subscribe. So breathing into that which has been, bring your hands to your heart in this moment. Connect with your ancestors. Connect with the lineage holder essence that you are, because if you're here right now, if you found me and this moment, no matter how you got here, accident, hook, crook, whatever, if you found this, you have already awakened within yourself this jewel, this essence of pure soul force that is awakening and saying, hey, you're more than you might have known. Hey, consciousness is rising. Hey, the more you remember and say yes, you break free of those chains that bind you. You let go of that victim, rescuer, abuser, and you embrace teacher, mentor, healer. You accept that I am emergence as you are. In this moment, you are breathing in a space that was different than just a few moments ago. And in about a moment, I'm going to introduce you to someone who took my breath away when I first met him and really helped me to understand the blessing, the true blessing of emergence. Notice your heart right now. Just bring your hands to your heart. Notice your heart right now. And as your hands are on your heart, breathe, lifting up through your nose. Ave, exhaling. Right? Breathing in Ave, exhaling. We're going to do that one more time. Breathing in Ave, exhaling. With a smile. Because when we exhale with a smile, we send a signal to our soul that says, yes, I am here. Yes, I am ready. Yes, I am open. Guide me. It's as simple as the mantra of self-ascension. Guide me. Guide me is the surrender of the ego into the trust of the universal flow. It is the acceptance of the self in the recognition that while you carry this body of form in this world, we have chosen fear to be our way of growing. And in October's awareness, what have you seen? What has revealed? What are you now aware of? Wow. Monumentous moments, right? Remember, this month was the one plus the infinite. The one plus the infinite. The discus of Vishnu, creation itself. The one and the infinite. Breathe that in. What do you notice? I'm noticing a lot of third. I'm noticing a lot of high heart, throat chakra, right? Breathing that in, balancing that, because here's why you're feeling it. I'm going to turn the camera and I'm just going to invite you to feel. Because if there's any way that we can honor ourselves, honor this moment, honor our conscious awareness beyond the ism, if we can really give ourselves that gift right now, and you already are, or you wouldn't be here, no matter why you're here, right? But if we can collectively invite that gift and hold that, then our history gets to be our greatest teacher, and our celebration becomes universal. So I want to introduce you to a dance that I actually am embarrassed to say was not familiar with, and it's called Butoh. And Butoh it's beyond a dance. What it is a dance that was born in Japan in the 1950s, that simply by stripping away all form, consider that, stripping away all form and seeking the transformation of the body, consider that too, right? Seeking that transformation of the body into pure presence. I want you to really breathe that in, into pure presence. Because through that, as we travel and as we reincarnate, we become what we are today. And this form of dance has arrived in Cuenca, and it is really quite extraordinary. And the gentleman that is going to offer you the gift of experiencing this moment viscerally as we celebrate an expansion of our wild orchid experience here at 12 Hummingbirds Retreat in Ecuador, I wanted you to have the gift of meeting him this way as well. So how about bringing your hands to your heart? And I'm going to do a slow camera turn as the gift of our ancient lineage and our ancient medicinal healing begins. I hope that you tuned in to our live ancestral honoring ceremony and October culmination just a few moments ago. And we ended because the power of our sun, the power of this incredible energy and beauty that was expressed literally overheated the computers. And so we wanted to give you a moment of the coolness and a breath. And I want to invite you right now, we're still breathing. Breathe in, breathe up. Yeah, smile. Let's breathe again. Let's do that 2 more times. Going up in slowly. 1 more time. Up. with a smile. And in this moment, feel your heart. And as you do, I want you to feel the heart of this beautiful young man who I lovingly call Bhutu. And there is so much beauty in the dance and what it means that the only person who could properly share it is you. Thank you, sweetheart.
So this dance, I just named it the Hummingbird because I inspired with the birds that are here. We have 12 kinds of different hummingbirds. So when I first came here, I couldn't not notice. I could not notice the diversity of freedom they have in here because when they are in the city, usually they just go the pickup and they go their way home again. So they come and live here. They've been living here with me, telling me how to move, telling me how they move, telling me how they live in this environment. So I'm so very grateful to have had a chance to share with you this dance that doesn't belong to me. It's not mine. It's yours. Is theirs because they've taught me. So thank you everyone who watched. Butoh is being present, and in this place I have gotten to be that. So I want to thank Kira for giving me this opportunity to give you my dance. Thanks.
Let's breathe again for a moment, shall we? You know, as Bhutu is sharing this, we are so honored that Bhutu lives with us here on site, has a beautiful little casita we call the Love Shack. And he is also a yoga instructor of incredible magnificence and an incredible dance instructor, as well as being somewhere, anytime we need help, there he is. He magically appears. He just magically appears all over the property. And we're just so grateful that he is here. It's such a blessing. It really is. And so all of us today, right now, October awareness, the one with the infinite, the dance. Go back and watch this again. I'm hoping we're going to edit this as one video. And if not, you're watching the second. So go back and watch first. I love you. Thanks for being here. Make sure you visit 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐞.net and let's see you soon. Many blessings.